Alright so guys, welcome back to another video. Back at it again at Kennedy. Fucking city needs to hurry up and get that goddamn park built at Pickle Park, because I want to start getting vlogs done there before the end of the goddamn year. So, well, before we get snow, I should say. So, no, because then once we start getting snow and I can't bike anymore, the vlogs are going to be done. And you know, so so work's still pissing me off. I got most of the week off, so I only think I gotta work like mostly 4 days, something like that. Because I think I got Sunday off for sure. I'm off on, might be Thursday, I don't know. I know I got a good chunk of days off, because of that audit. Which is a fucking good thing, because my clothes aren't good. I'm trying to make them look like shit to prove a point that I don't want to fucking do it anymore. Autumn was like, with you not closing anymore, your hours are gonna get cut big time. You know that, right? I was like, yeah. Why do you think I don't want to close anymore? I kind of got pissed off, snotty with her about it, and I'm surprised she's like, why are you getting snotty with me about it? I said, because I don't want to fucking close. I told Lily I wanted to fucking learn it. For, let's say Dee Dee needed a day off or Amber needed a day off and needs somebody to fill in. Bam, you got me. I didn't want to be fucking closing for 2 goddamn years. So, tonight I think I'm going to try something a little different again. I may try to pull, if we're not busy, I may try to pull a lot of this shit early, Duke trays, this divider and a scoop holder for the fry station, Cambro for the bacon, make sure everything's stocked. And then the only thing I really would have to do then, make sure sweeping's kept up and whatever. And then, some other small shit, but so, because I got out of there pretty late again last night, and I wasn't happy about it, and whatever, so. I don't know, so. Chris, one of my coworkers, he lives down the road from me, was telling me that he had a couple lesbians, which I have no offense towards. I'm okay with it, whatever. As long as you don't push your fucking views on me and tell me how to ruin this fucking country. You can do that on your own. I'm telling you, you're gonna win. They're gonna lose. He had a couple lesbians go to his door at his house. Like, wanted him to sign this fucking petition about removing, not wanting people to have American flags or whatever the fuck it was. I'm like, dude, because he's like asking if there's lesbians next to me, and I said, I don't know, dude. If they would have came to my fucking house, I would have threatened to call the cops and tell them to get out of my goddamn face, and some other rude shit, to piss them off more. Because I said, anybody threatens to fucking take the American flag away from me, I have fucking family that have fought for this fucking country. Civil War, World War II, Nam War. I have friends that served in the Nam War too. My grandma's neighbor, his son served in Iraq. My grandma's neighbor's son is like fucking family to us. So, he's part of it too. He served in Iraq for this country. I have family that served in Nam. My friend that served in Iraq, his dad served in Nam. I have, like I said, an uncle that served in Nam. I have uncles that served in World War II. I have a great grandfather that served in the Civil War. I have family that served for this fucking country. So you're gonna act like you're gonna take away the shit away from me? No, you're not. Welcome to America. You don't like how it's ran? Get the fuck out. Is how I look at it. I'm not trying to look rude or sound rude, but when you have family that served this country, you're gonna back this country. So it's called the American flag for a reason. So enough with that. So fucking hating work every goddamn day. So want to go fucking camping instead of being at work. So, but anyway, guys, I'm gonna end the video here. I'm gonna get the hood tour episode done so I can upload that. So, which I've been doing pretty good about getting it up and then saved. So, but anyway, guys, I'll see you guys in the next video.